Welcome, Gemini. This is Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment, here to do your December 16th through the 31st reading. We're going to see if anything has changed from your general monthly reading. This could resonate with your career or your love, however it resonates with you, okay? Now, we know that every decision that we make, choice that we make can change the path of what we're on. We want to see if anything has changed for our Geminis. I'm going to go ahead and get started with saging the cards to cleanse the energies of any past lingering energies. Make sure we're getting a clean reading for you, okay? It's going to be 6 card. Again, it's going to be your issue or message, your obstacle, and then also your advice to help you through it, okay? We're using the Smith Rider-Waite for the 6 card spread, and I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot if we need to clarify, okay? And I will be pulling an inspiration card for your message, okay, Gemini? I want to welcome all my subscribers, new viewers, and cross-watchers. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing to my videos. It does support my channel, and I do appreciate every one of you, okay? All right, so we've got that saged out. Let's go ahead and get our clarifying cards saged also. Cleanse the energies and going on there too. Make sure that we have a clear reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, personal to your specific question or situation, please reach down below the video in the description box. My email address and information is there. Reach out to me and I can get something set up with you, usually within 24 to 48 hours, okay? All right, here we go. I've got everything ready to go. All right, so hopefully everything is finding my Geminis happy, abundant, and prosperous. Let's get started with your cards and your messages here from the 16th to the 31st. I have already pre-shuffled them, but I will shuffle them while I'm asking the questions, okay? What is the message for my Geminis from 16th through the 31st? What has changed? What is their issue or message? What is it that they need to know for their higher good, divine spirit, and guides? I have the 2 of Wands. Please give me the obstacle message for my Geminis that is impeding them or helping them, whichever way it goes. Give me the obstacle or enhanced card, please, that Gemini needs to know for their higher good in this situation with the 2 of Wands. I have the Devil card. Please give me the advice card for my Geminis from the 16th through the 31st, please. Please give me the advice card for my Geminis, divine spirit, and guides. I have the Knight of Cups. Please give me a clarifying card, the clarifying card that will clarify the 2 of Wands for my Gemini friends, family, and subscribers. We've got some cards here. We've got the clarifying card for the 2 of Wands is the Lover's card. We've got the 2 of Pentacles, and we've got the 5 of Swords, okay? What is the clarifying card for the obstacle, the Devil card, Capricorn here, if it's specific to a person? What is the clarifying card for that obstacle, please? I have the card of the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay, for the clarifying of the Devil card here, okay? We're going to space this out so we get some room here. What is the clarifying card for the advice here with the Knight of Cups? What is the advice card for the Knight of Cups clarifying here from the 16th through the 31st for my Geminis? Here we go. We've got the Queen of Wands and we got the Hangman in reverse, okay? All right, so let's get started with this reading here. All right, Gemini, so it looks like your message or issue is that you will have an option of 2 choices, okay? So you will either be going, you have been successful so far, thus far, okay? But there's going to be a change between the 16th and the 31st where you're going to be able to go and pick a path, a different path, okay? You are taking the time out, though. You're not in a rush, okay? This guy's got his, the world in his hands. He feels successful already, but at this point, he knows that he's going to have to go a different path. Something has changed in his life that is enabling him to have to choose a direction, a new direction, okay? So something is happening in your life, Gemini, between the 16th to the 31st of December that is going to change your life. It's going to allow you to pick another path, okay? And whether you go east, west, north, or south, you have options here, but you've got the world in your hands, so there's no hurry, okay? There's no hurry. What's clarifying that is that it could be that it was a soulmate connection, okay? So that you could be that you are maybe walking away from a soulmate connection. Okay, you could be Gemini, you could be dealing with another Gemini. You don't have to be. It could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy here. The Lover's card is specific to a Gemini if you're dealing with another Gemini. If not, it could be a major decision that you have made in love that is allowing you now to move on and to pick a different path, okay? Maybe you had 2 people you were picking from, Gemini. Maybe there was 2 people that you were juggling. You weren't quite sure which one was your soulmate connection, which one, major decision that you had to make. And it looks like with this 2 of Wands, the person is facing away from the Lover's card. So maybe you had to walk away because you had too many choices or too many options. And if this is a career, it could be the same thing. You've taken a different approach to your career. You are walking away, making a major decision in love. Maybe the person that you're walking away from didn't want to relocate with you or something like that. You had plenty of options. You had 2 options you were juggling, and now again 2 options that you have to choose from. Okay, maybe there were some words, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Maybe there were some words that, when you were discussing this with your soulmate. Hey, I have an opportunity for a new career, or hey, I've got 2 people on my mind that I have to pick from. Words are said, okay? It's a no-win situation, so maybe you had feelings for both these people if it's a relationship, and it was just a no-win situation. I mean, you liked different things about both of them, and so you had to pick between 2 people, or if it's a career, making a major decision when it comes to choosing which career path you want, okay? So that could resonate with either career or love, okay? Now it looks like here your obstacle is maybe you're trying to hang on to the situation that is not very good for you. It's a toxic situation. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. If not, then basically you're having to choose this new path because of a toxic situation, something that's not good for you. It's either addictions of some type, maybe greed, maybe more money, whatever the situation is. The obstacle is that there's some toxicity tied to it. Okay, Gemini, be careful. Maybe it's because you're walking away from these 2 people. Maybe there was 2 people in it, and you just didn't want to be in a third-party event. And the 5 of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, is maybe, hey, I had to speak my mind and basically let them both go because there were, I had to, it was a no-win situation. Okay, maybe it was a toxic situation. Maybe it was something that, when you have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, okay, so the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, this is clarifying the obstacle card. The obstacle card here is there's an addiction, there's a strong tie, but it's for the wrong reasons. Maybe greed, maybe material wealth, maybe sexual, drugs, or alcohol, but for whatever reason, you need to walk away and choose a different path because this one is toxic for you, okay? Now, when you have the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, it's all about permanent viability, potential growth, permanent growth, something that's going to take you through the long time. If it was a marriage that, a marriage that would be there for a while, something that would be taking you to 401k, there's growth. Now, when it's in reverse, you have a toxic situation that has no potential for growth. That's what that means, okay? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, Capricorn here, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, whoever, whatever, it just could be the message. But the situation that you're walking away from, that you were juggling, was a major decision that you had to make in love, unless you're dealing with a Gemini. But there was a no-win situation. So maybe you just couldn't pick between these 2 people. Maybe you couldn't pick between these 2 career paths, but you know that you're going to have to make that decision eventually, okay? Not at this moment, because, this card here, the 2 of Wands, is all about taking a step back, taking a stock of things. You got the world in your hands. Now, where do you want to go with it? Okay. Now, clarifying that was there was some juggling, more options. You had more on your plate than you can deal with. Words were spoken, and they weren't very, it were blunt communication, speaking your mind, standing up for what you believe in. Could have had something to do with 2 people. Okay. Now, your advice is that, you want to be open to love. Okay. But do you notice that the obstacle is the Devil card, and the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Knight of Cups about being open for emotional fulfillment, whether it's a career or relationship? He's going away from the toxic situation. So I think that you're walking away, Gemini, from a toxic situation. There was a major decision that had to be made in love. You were juggling too much, or it was just too much going on, too much chaos. Constantly juggling things, and you finally had to stand up for yourself. You had to speak your mind, okay? The Knight of Cups means that, the advice is that you can move on. You can move on emotionally. You can move on from this toxic person, toxic situation if it's a career. It didn't have any potential for growth because the 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Coins was in reverse. So it didn't have any potential to go anywhere. So it's a good thing that you are walking away and offering your open emotions, and you're open to emotional fulfillment if it's a career. You're looking for bigger and better things, and you're walking away from this toxic situation, okay? You're going to be clarifying that you're using the Queen of Wands energy here, or you could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries coming up here in the immediate future. And it looks like you can be offering love to this person, because when you're clarifying this card, you see that he is going to a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So maybe you're walking away from this relationship that was toxic, that had no potential for any kind of long-term growth. It could have been with a Pisces because the Pisces is in reverse here. The Hangman is usually specific to a Pisces person. It doesn't have to be. It could be just what the message is that you were stuck waiting for enlightenment, trying to see another perspective, but you have it in reverse. So you are letting go. You're clarifying that you are now open for emotional fulfillment, clarifying that you could be going towards a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you have been enlightened. You have gotten a new perspective on things after getting out of this toxic relationship, okay? That's what I'm seeing here, okay? So let us get some clarifications on some of this. What is the Two of Wands for my Geminis from the 16th through the 31st, please? Is it going to be breaking up with this toxic person that maybe was another Gemini or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn? Here we go. We have the Hangman in reverse, okay? So the Hanging Man, again, could be specific to a Pisces. And the upright here, it means that you're learning, you're taking a time to time out. You're putting yourself in the timeout so that you can gain another perspective or that you can see another point of view. When it's in the reverse here, it means that you no longer are looking for a perspective. You are no longer looking for enlightenment. You have been enlightened, and now you're choosing to walk away from a toxic situation, okay? A toxic situation. Now, it could have been a three-party event. If it's a relationship, it could have been a three-party event because you do have a soulmate connection, juggling two people maybe, and then it's a no-win situation. So you either maybe had to drop both of them, couldn't make the decision because you like something about both of them, or it could be, if this is a career, that you are deciding to walk away because you have sought enlightenment and perspective, and you've gotten it now, and you know that this is no longer going to serve you. There's too much juggling, too much toxicity, a major decision that you had to make, and it was a no-win situation. I mean, it was basically, there was no fixing it, okay? And there didn't have any potential for growth anyway, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify the Knight of Cups, please. What is the Knight of Cups, please, for Gemini? All right, we've got three cards, sorry. We have the Wheel of Fortune, it's time, it's destiny, Pisces card, the Moon card, and we have the Page of Cups, okay? So you are in the Knight of Cups where you're open to a new emotional fulfillment, okay? You've already gained perspective. You know that the situation is toxic. There is no potential for growth, okay? The Wheel of Fortune says that it is time, divine timing. The universe is supporting you in this endeavor. You know that it's a toxic situation with no potential for growth. There was too much juggling, too much blunt communication. Maybe there wasn't, maybe you were arguing every day. Maybe there was just no peace, and, this soulmate connection just wasn't hitting it. Toxic ties. If it was a career opportunity, it just wasn't working out. Too much juggling in there. It was toxic. It wasn't going to lead to a 401k or any kind of potential for growth for you to achieve a higher status quo. So the Wheel of Fortune says that the universe is supporting you in this endeavor to walk away and choose a different path, okay? You have been enlightened now. The Hanging Man is in reverse. The Moon card means that there was a time that you could be dealing with a Pisces, okay? You were walking away. There was a time that you had confusion, unclarity. You didn't have the best intuition as to what was going on, okay? But now you have the Hanging Man in reverse in both places here, in the advice and then also in the issue message. So now that you are coming out of a non-clear time with the Moon card, the universe is supporting you walking away from this toxic situation that had no potential for growth. Take baby steps, it says. This is Page of Cups. This is a message of emotional fulfillment, okay? You've got the Knight here as advice, being open to a new career opportunity or relationship, possibly walking towards a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person here. Now that you become enlightened, you know what you want and you know what you want to do and how to go about it. The universe supports it, okay? You are no longer in a confusion, non-clear time because you have sought enlightenment and now you're ready to roll, okay? But take baby steps. The message here is the Page of Cups, which means that before you can go full blown, you need to take baby steps for that emotional and fulfillment because you're just coming out of a toxic situation. So you don't want to jump into something too quick, okay? All right, so the inspiration message that I have for you, Gemini, just to round this up because it looks good. It looks like you know that you were in a toxic situation. You're breaking away from that toxic situation. You've got the Hangman in reverse in both positions, so you've gotten clarity and enlightenment or a change of perspective, unless you're dealing with a Pisces. But it's a toxic situation. There's no growth there, okay? There's no potential for permanent tendency there. So you realize it, and your advice is to move on. You move on slowly, okay? The universe is supporting you. You could be moving towards a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or it could be clarifying that you need to take action, be adventurous, passionate, and take on that new career or a relationship, however it resonates with you. And your inspiration card here shows that you have soulful. So now that you are breaking free from this toxic situation that you know is it's not going to serve you in your best interest here, you have the soulful card, which means that introspection, okay? So even though you are no longer seeking the perspective and enlightenment, you have been enlightened, you have gotten the perspective. That's why you decided to walk away. That's why you are no longer going to stay into this toxic situation. But remember to be soulful, okay? You don't have to go fast. Remember, the page is all about going slow, baby steps, okay? It's okay, and we want you to take steps to further your emotional fulfillment, but make sure you realize that you need to go slowly because you're just coming out of a toxic situation. And while you're doing that, while you're moving on to better things, whether it's career or relationship, make sure that you're touching down in your soul to what it is you really want, okay? You're coming out of a toxic situation of things that maybe you were attracted to or attached to for the wrong reasons in a career or a relationship. Now's the time to be soulful and go retrospection-wise, deep down inside your soul. What is it that you truly want? What kind of a person do you truly want in your life? Do you want somebody that's toxic? Do you want someone that there has no potential for growth? If it's a career, what is it exactly that's going to fulfill you and make you happy and emotionally in a job or career front? Something that makes more money or something that you enjoy doing. So take the soulful look into the deeper perspective of it. I wish you the best until we read again, Gemini. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, Carolyn, Intuitive Enlightenment, until we read again. Thank you.